It doesn't take hard data to observe that many people across the state aren't social distancing and aren't avoiding group gatherings and aren't using masks in public.
And thanks for joining us tonight. State health officials and Governor Henry McMaster say the data is worrisome, with more than 525 new cases today alone, adding to a spike that has continued for more than a week. They want you to ask yourself, what more can I do to stop the spread? 7 News' Kimberly Brown has the story.
It's disappointing to go to places and see people all jammed up in crowds, celebrating the beautiful weather, celebrating being in South Carolina, but at the same time exposing themselves and possibly others to these risks. And the ultimate price for this lack of care is death.
Greenville County has seen some of the highest daily case counts for any county in the state.
The number of COVID-19 infections is on the rise. The governor and the state's epidemiologist says these numbers are concerning and behaviors must change.
This is why we need everyone's help in re-emphasizing how critical it is for every one of us every day to wear a mask in public and to stay physically distanced from one another.
Governor Henry McMaster is looking to the General Assembly to approve more than $1 billion to replenish the state agencies because of the coronavirus. He's asking for $500 million to be put into the state's unemployment insurance trust fund to avoid a shortfall, up to $75 million to set aside to reimburse first responders and law enforcement agencies, and more than $200 million to reimburse school systems. In addition to refilling depleted funds, the governor wants businesses up and running and people working.
Closing a business is essentially the taking of that property for a short period of time. If that time is extended for too long, that business can't survive, and the government has taken that property. That's not allowed without compensation.
One thing the government is doing is stockpiling masks, gloves, and gowns. It's an effort to stay prepared while encouraging people to stay safe.
What it does do is emphasize the need for people practicing social distancing, people being careful. That's the answer. It's not closing businesses. I've got no intention of closing any more businesses.
While the governor would not make it mandatory to wear masks, he encouraged people to follow medical recommendations. Reporting from Columbia, Kimberly Brown, 7 News.
And the governor says that he will continue to watch those numbers in order to determine when venues like bowling alleys and movie theaters will be able to reopen.